In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down how this account here went from 0 to over 750,000 followers on Instagram, a little bit over 2 years, and is making an estimated $10,000 to $20,000 per month from this account. Maybe even more. Now, this video is a part of a brand new series on my channel where I'm going to be taking a look at very successful influencers, theme pages, brands and businesses on the platform and breaking down how they grew their followings and are making an income based on my experience. If you want to see more of these, just make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you have any suggestions of accounts you want me to take a look at or niches you want me to go for, then drop those in the comments below and I will get that done. Now, the account we're looking at today is a finance/business account by the username of @save2invest. And if we take a look right off the bat, he's currently got 765,000 followers. And if we take a look at his story highlights, we can see that 116 weeks ago, he had just 1,000 followers on his account. So he's achieved all of this, gone from nothing to 769,000 followers in just over 2 years. Very, very impressive. Now, one of the major things that he's done to achieve this massive result is all about his content. Now, infographics nowadays in this niche are very saturated, and there's tens, if not hundreds of thousands of accounts posting this type of content. However, 2.5 years ago when this guy started, that was definitely not the case. Very few people at the time were making this style of content, and that's why he was able to grow so fast, because he was one of the first people doing this. So when he started posting this, people couldn't find that content anywhere else. They weren't already following 10 people who posted that style of content, and so his account came across as very unique and higher value and something that people couldn't get elsewhere, hence why his following grew so fast. At the time, there were probably a million motivational accounts similar to the one that I started about 6 years ago, posting these same motivational quotes that were sort of copies of me and the people that came before me in that niche. And so by this guy here, whose name is Isaac, went ahead and started creating slightly different content and adding an innovative twist to it, he was able to grow in the same niche but extremely fast by innovating his content. If we take a look at his page, he's posting great content 3 times a day, which is very key for growth. And then on top of that, he's obviously posting ads as well to earn an income. Now, consistently great content with solid hashtag targeting is the foundation for all growth, and that will always be the case. We can also see he's doing some shout out for shout out on his account, where he is promoting other accounts that are of a similar size and niche to his, and they will in return promote him, meaning both people gain from that. And that is a great growth strategy that I did a ton of back in the day when I was growing my theme pages. And that's probably one of the biggest takeaways from this guy's growth. When you stick to the fundamentals and you focus on creating content that people haven't seen before and is somewhat unique to the platform, then you stick to that for multiple years, you will see massive results. Now, taking a deeper look at his IG growth highlight on his Instagram profile, we can see that he went from 1,000 to 3,000 followers in just 3 weeks, gaining around 700 followers per week, which is very good for a brand new small account. Then he went from 3,000 to 5,000 followers in just 2 weeks, bumping up his growth to 1,000 per week. Then in another 2 weeks, he went from 5,000 up to 10,000 followers, meaning his growth had gone from 1,000 per week to 2,500 per week. A very big jump very quickly. And you can see that this growth increases week on week. 9 weeks later, he'd gone from 10K to 50K, and then another 9 weeks on top of that, he'd gone from 50K to 100K. After hitting 100K at about 25 weeks, it only took him another 14 weeks to go from 100K to 200K. And that's one of the big things with Instagram. As things might start slow and this person's start was actually relatively fast, it will increase over time if you stick to the fundamentals and you focus on quality, growth strategies, and content. But how's he actually making an income from this? Well, he's actually done this in quite a smart and clever way, and I actually have a lot of respect for the way that he does it. He's gone ahead and built multiple streams of income, all of which are sort of tied together, which again is a very effective way to do it. So the first way that he's making an income from an account, if you look at his profile, we can see he's put together a paid ebook, which I actually just bought to take a look at it myself. And he sells this on his account for $10. The book basically teaches you his strategies and tips and tricks that he used to grow and monetize his audience on Instagram over the past couple years. Now, when I went ahead and bought this ebook, there was no upsells on the back end, so I assume this is his only product that he sells, unless he has some sort of higher ticket coaching or higher higher level course that he sells over DMs, which is entirely possible. The ebook was okay. It was kind of basic. I would say that you'd get a lot more value out of my YouTube videos than that ebook, but I guess I'm probably biased. But I'm sure the ebook would help a lot of beginners, and for $10, I mean, you can't really go wrong. But if you already know my YouTube channel, I think you're just better off watching these videos. Now, this guy's growing anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 followers per day. So even if a very small percentage of those people convert, as well as its existing 750,000 followers, it would only take a small percentage of a percent to convert into ebook sales at $10 for him to be able to get 10 ebook sales per day, which would make him $100 per day from his ebook. So let's put that up as the first assumption, that he's making $100 per day from this ebook, which, full transparency, could be wrong, but that's my calculated guess. Now, second income stream, he is doing affiliate marketing, but in a very smart way, and it's actually somewhat similar to the strategy that I use for affiliate marketing, although a little bit different. So I could only find 2 companies that he was promoting as an affiliate, one of which is called Canva, which is a content creation tool, and the second one is actually Webull, which is a stock trading app which you can use in the US, and I think maybe Canada and the UK. I could be wrong, but not many other countries. Now, the way that he promotes Webull is just simply through the link in his bio, where he offers people free money for signing up. And technically, that's how it works. When you sign up to Webull, you get 2 free stocks. I'm sure if you've seen Graham Stephan or Bia Hezzer or Nate O'Brien, they all promote Webull as well, and say you can get 2 free stocks or 3 free stocks when you sign up, and I think you have to deposit $100 or so. And I believe if you're an affiliate of Webull in the US and you promote this and you promote 2 free stocks, I believe you also receive 2 free stocks for referring them. However, if you live outside of a country where this platform is available, they can't obviously give you stocks on their platform, so they instead give you a $30 commission. The reason I know this is because Webull reached out to me to try and get me to become a part of their affiliate program. I did create a link. I've never promoted it, so I guess if you want 2 free stocks, link in the description. And I'm pretty sure Isaac, the guy who runs this account, is also outside of the US, so he will be receiving a $30 commission for each sign up that this generates. Then with Canva, he promotes this in a couple of different ways. He's also got this linked in his story highlights and his link in bio. He also talks about it in his ebook. So when he's showing people how to create content inside of his ebook, he links Canva if people want to go and create a free account. He's also got tutorials on his YouTube channel. He's only got like 3 videos, all of which are Canva tutorials, showing people how to create infographics. And then he promotes the tool that he uses, Canva, which is very similar to me. I also have got tutorials for Canva on my YouTube channel that people can search, find, and if they choose to sign up for a Canva Pro account on a free trial, and then they turn into a paying customer, I get a commission, he gets a commission if he promotes it, etc. Which is a strategy that I really like, because when you can just show someone a tutorial of how to use a certain tool, it's going to convert into signups very, very well compared to just saying, here's my content creation tool. That's the way that I like to do affiliate marketing, is by creating free content based around a product, and then if people choose to go and buy said product, then you get a commission for doing so. Now, Canva pays out up to $36 per user, and sadly, they don't pay a recurring fee, so you don't get like 10 or 20% commission per month. Instead, they give you up to $36 US for each Canva Pro plan. Now, let's say 10% of those 10 ebook sales go on to purchase a Canva Pro plan, and he also gets one other sign up from his YouTube videos and the link in his bio. And we'll also estimate that he gets 2 Webull signups per day as well through those links in his bio and highlights. As mentioned earlier, these are just estimates, and I would say that if I'm being completely straight up, I would say these are estimates on the low end rather than the high end, as he's growing very fast and he's got a big audience, so it could very well be possible that the actual numbers are much higher than this. However, if we can make this assumption of 2 Canva signups as well as 2 Webull signups per day, that brings in an additional $192 per day in affiliate marketing. Now, his third income stream is shoutouts, and this is pretty much when businesses, brands, or other people trying to grow their accounts on Instagram will pay a larger account to promote their best content or promote their product or an upcoming event or something along that lines, and then they're obviously going to grow their audience, get signups and so forth. and the person promoting them gets paid. Now, these can actually be very, very lucrative, and a lot of people are starting to learn the power of influencer marketing, because you can buy a promotion on an account like this for much cheaper than in many situations you would spend with Facebook to get in front of 769,000 people. Now, there are a bunch of different options that you can sell when doing shoutouts, from story posts to doing 1 hour posts, 8 hour posts, 12 hours, 24 hours, feed and story, feed and link in bio. There's a whole different range of price points that you can pay for one of these promotions. But in the past 24 hours, he's made 2 promotions inside of his feed and none in his story. And I would say these are anywhere from $100 to $150 each. So let's say he does $250 for the 2 of them, and that averages out to $125 per promotion. Now, this will fluctuate day by day. Some days you're going to have more, some days you're going to have less, but let's just say it averages out to a conservative $200 per day from selling shoutouts. And then fourth and the last income stream is consulting. Now, this fourth income stream is one that I'm not entirely sure about and don't have a lot of data or evidence behind, so he may or may not be doing this, and he may be charging a lot more for it. However, in his ebook, he does point out consulting as a great way to make an income from your Instagram. He mentions a price you can charge of $100 per hour, which is relatively accurate, because if you know what you're doing and you're great at Instagram, charging $100 an hour is a very good deal for the person on the other end. Personally, I actually charge twice this, and I very, very, very rarely take on consulting clients, because most of the time, either someone fits my target customer perfectly, and I would prefer have them as a client where we're managing and growing their account for them, and therefore getting a lot more than $200 for. Or if they're not really my ideal client and not someone that I want to work with, I'll just give them a bunch of free tips and then move on. By the way, if you are interested in us managing and growing your Instagram or YouTube, you can find more information on that down below. But let's assume he's doing 1 hour of consulting per day and charging $100 an hour doing so. That obviously brings his income from consulting to $100 per day. However, I would make the assumption that he's actually charging more. So all in all, from these 4 income streams, on a very rough and conservative estimate, he's making $592 per day, which if you times by 30 to give you a monthly amount, that works out to be $17,760 per month. Honestly though, I could be off with that, although I would definitely say that I would be very, very shocked if I found out he was making less than $10,000 per month. And he definitely could be making a lot more. He could have high ticket services on the back end, he might have a high ticket program or mentorship or services where he grows accounts. I'm not entirely sure on that. Either way, pretty impressive income from a single Instagram theme page, which he's grown over the past couple years. I hope you found this video interesting, and if Isaac from @Save2Invest somehow stumbles across this video, feel free to reach out and give some clarity around these numbers. If you feel comfortable doing so, I'll be more than happy to make a second video going over some more exact numbers and more tips and tricks that come from you. So feel free to reach out to me if you are keen to do that. And if you want to learn how to grow and monetize your Instagram in 2021, then you can go ahead and grab my free 4-part Instagram training in the top link of the description. We will walk you through how to grow with hashtags, how to create awesome content, grow organically, and then make an income from your profile. Also, after those free 4 training sessions, I will add you to my weekly newsletter where I send out unique content and exclusive stuff there. Lastly, before we wrap this up, if you do want to inquire about us managing and growing your Instagram and YouTube following, then feel free to check out the second link in the description where you can go and apply for that, and I will get back to you. That's it from me. See you next time.